Hey, listen, the main thing I want this podcast to be about, okay, is about us being friends, all right, and we fucking love.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to the 2A Brotherhood podcast. Wow. We hope you guys had a really good week, man. We want to welcome back special guest, Grandmaster Billy Herrington. He's a returning guest. It's been a couple months. He looks great. Lost some weight, man. He's killing it at life right now. So, but welcome back to the podcast, brother. But for anybody who doesn't know, anybody who doesn't know you, if you want to take a little bit of time and introduce yourself, please do.
Man, I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thanks for having me back. It's good to be back. It's been a few months. Been a long, hot summer here in Mississippi.
Yeah. Here too.
Cut a lot of grass. I know that. Shot a few matches here and there. Aim for the coast and Carolina Classic, Alabama State, Mississippi, Classic. On a little break now, and actually going up to Massachusetts a week from today, for a Tom Castro class. And then in September got a couple of majors, and October got a couple of majors, culminating with like race gun nats. But been shooting open all year, enjoying that, having fun with it. Trying to keep up with my son Braden, but that ain't working too well. Yeah, man, it's having fun with it. Doing things here and there, shooting that, trying to, grow and learn more in it. One development was the area director for Area 6. He decided to resign, and I put my name in the hat to run for the Area 6 director. That election starts the 2nd of September.
Okay.
So anybody that's down in the Area 6 area, hey, I'd appreciate the vote. Everything's on the USPSA website, bio and questions and answers. It's gonna be interesting.
Can we vote, or do you have to live in Mississippi for that?
So it's Area 6, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, Georgia,
okay.
South Carolina, North Carolina, and Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
That's like a USPSA.
Yeah, USPSA.
That's okay.
Have to be a USPSA member for a year with no more than a 60-day break and a resident in that area. So I'm sure a lot of your listeners, or at least some, come from our area down here. But
Okay, right on.
also Area 2 is having a special election, which is up in the Pac Northwest. I'm sorry, yeah, that's one. Down in the Southwest.
Okay.
Area 2. They're having a special
California,
election as well. Arizona, New Mexico, down in that area. A couple other ones. I have to look at a map to remember. But
Well,
there's a
certainly
couple
be
elections
praying for
going
you,
on.
man. Hope you get the position, man.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
think you're fully suited for it. Have you taken any of Tom Castro's classes in the past?
I haven't. I'm looking forward to it. I've done his 6-week dry fire program, and that really, helped me to understand some things better. His grip stuff, there's like some people will not really give the grip a lot of value or a lot of attention. It's like, just grab it and go, or just crush it with your support hands. I used to think the same thing, and I think whenever I was on here the first time, I was just beginning to get into it. Now that I've gone through it, man, it made a huge difference. Huge difference in my shooting, especially changing over from carry optics and then shooting limited optics with my carry optics gun, being a CZ, that shot a 2, and then coming in law enforcement with Glocks and the striker fire guns. Changing grips from those to a 2011 was really kicking my butt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure. You'll get some people to say, "Oh, you should be able to grab anything and go," and sure I can, but not to the level that I wanted to. So going through his program on the 6-week dry fire stuff and really focusing and driving in on that grip, and it pissed me off just because of you're so accustomed to something. It didn't, maybe pissed me off is the wrong phrase, but it kind of just changed what I thought, and it made me realize that there's nothing really set in stone. It was really eye opening. I know Braden, he had some troubles at Open Nationals last year with some misses, and afterwards, Tom had reached out to him and they had talked, and he actually let him have the program before it really went mainstream, and it fixed all of his grip issues. And then I didn't realize that at first, and so it speaks a lot of the kind of person that Tom really is. Some people may think one thing, and he's very passionate. That's one thing about him. He's really passionate about the sport, about helping people, and wanting to see people get better. And that can be misconstrued sometimes. Me, I'm the kind of person, if I'm doing something wrong, tell me. Say, hey, you fucking suck.
Yeah, exactly.
But this is how you unsuck,
Yeah.
Right? Hey,
Yeah.
I'm good with that,
That's a good feature to have. Not a lot of people can take constructive criticism,
Yeah, but if they don't tell you, how will you know to fix it?
Well, that's the main issue with a lot of people, is once you tell them what they're doing wrong, they take it as like a personal insult, not as an opportunity for growth.
Yeah, it's like you're attacking their core values or something.
Yeah.
Man, like the huge hot debate right now is crossing your feet when you shoot. It's like you really have to understand what he's really talking about. It's not that you do or you don't. It's mostly when you do it. If you're doing it while you're shooting, you're probably going to have bad results. It does move the gun. There's no question about it. I didn't realize it either. I try not to, but sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Planning and orienting yourself in the stage plans to where you don't do it helps you. So, I think people get married to something and they think that, oh, this is the only way. And it's really what works for you, I guess, is the best way to put it. What works for you, how do you do it? But always be open to trying things and seeing if it works better. And don't just try it once. Give it a fair shake. That's what I did, with the grip, especially because I was going against so many years of having success with the grip that I had. But it didn't apply to the gun that I was trying. It didn't apply to what I was needing to do now. And kind of the same thing with the crossing my feet. I was more consistent by not crossing them. Yeah, sure, I could still do what I needed to do, but the consistency became better across the way. I'm not sitting here competing for national championships or anything like that, and I probably never will. Let's face it, 46, and it's like, kind of.
You never know, though, man.
Kind of past the prime of it. Braden is the one, in his ages, and the Christians and Mike Longs and those guys, and that's fine. I enjoy what I do, and I have fun doing it. Every once in a while, I can, catch Braden and pull his shorts down and run past and point and laugh.
That's got to be a great moment for you as a father, though.
The old fart can beat you.
Yeah.
The old fart beat you. Ha 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 ha. One time out of 57. Right.
You got to hold that on his head, though. Hey, remember that one time?
Yeah, remember that one time in band camp, right? Yeah. Well, the one thing I do have that I will hang my hat on is he sent his guns back to MPA to get them, looked over, tuned up, and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And with the rush and everything going with school starting, I don't work too far from the range, and he asked me if I would go zero, because he just really, I guess, settling himself down to sit there and get a really, really good confirmed zero.
Mm-hmm.
He just sometimes has a little trouble with it, especially if there's a whole lot of stuff going on. And I get it. I was the same way when I was younger. I can be that way now. If I got a whole lot of shit going on, it is not the day for me to try to group or to try to zero something, because my mind is going 15 different ways, and I understand. So I take both his guns out and I zero them, and I'm putting all 3 rounds at 15 yards on a little square black paster. And I said, "How's this?" He's like, "Wow," So I was like, "How can I show off?" So then I do it at 30 yards, and show them the difference at 30 yards. I'm able to get it out to like 43, because the beta didn't quite go to 45. And the thing about it is they're a little high at 45, but it's grouped in about 1.5 inches. So I'm like,
That's still good.
I can still
Right.
group,
I can't even see that far, dude.
You may be fast, but I'm slow and accurate. Give me your speed, or I can give you my accuracy, and you'd be one hell of a shooter, right? Hey, let me have my thing, So, but I was telling them, is like, in going back to rifle shooting in the Army, I was saying, hey, I was seeing my heartbeat, in the dot. He's like, what? I said, well, yeah, I was seeing my heartbeat, and I would wait and shoot between the bounce of the dot and the heartbeat. He just kind of cocked his head and looked at me. I was like, what? And people that shoot rifles understand, when you're doing precision rifle shooting and whatever, it's like, now I was no super precision rifle shooter, but I understand the principles and concepts and how to do it. So I just applied it to a pistol. And like when I zero, I'll always confirm way, way, way out. And I'll actually adjust my zero off of those distances. And I did it this year and last year for CO Nats, and it made me dead on at 30 and 40 yards shooting distant partials, and didn't affect anything up close. So I didn't really have to sit there, stop, and take long times for these long distance targets, because I applied those kind of principles to it, and I was able to just bang on them and go, and they got alphas. So I do it now, even with the open gun, LO gun. Just that exploration that I did for, it took me a few weeks, just figuring it out, playing with it, where I needed to be with it. But he just looks at me like, huh? It's like, just shoot. You good.
You're fast.
Yeah, you're fast. You'll make up for it, trust me. Just run. You good.
So earlier this week, I actually went shooting. I finally found some time, and I took my G17 and my G43, and I've been dry firing with my G43, and not with my G17, and I actually shot better with that tiny little gun, Rob. I was meaning to tell you this, than my G17, but I haven't did any dry fire drills in a while, and I'm back to the low left again, and it was pissing me off so bad, dude, because I was trying so hard. I was like, all right, just nice and steady, bam. I'm like, dang it. It was pissing me off.
I don't know, that 43 just moves around in your hand, man.
That's what but I've been doing the dry firing stuff with it, so I guess I've gotten comfortable with it. I do that with the 17.
There's a lot to say about handling it. you know, handling it a lot, being comfortable with it.
Yeah.
When you aim, stop aiming and shoot. It doesn't sound like it makes sense, but you're probably sitting there like aiming. It's like that's exactly where I want it. Bang.
Yeah.
If you just say, "All right, it's right there," bang.
Don't overthink.
No.
Man, surprisingly, that's usually what happens. Like, if I catch myself doing things like that, it's like I'm overthinking it.
Yeah.
You know, I'll overthink it, or I'll over aim. You know, I'll be like, oh, that's where I want it. I want it right there. And on that there is where I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
I'll honk the trigger and
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what was going on with me.
He was jerking it.
yeah,
Dude,
I mean,
it was driving me crazy. It was driving me crazy, dude.
And then what you'll do is you'll hear people say, "Oh, I put more support hand pressure."
That's what I was doing, and it did not help. I tried everything. I tried the don't let your pinky be a bitch. It just kept going. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? It was driving me crazy, dude. I shot 150 rounds.
It's great ideas, and they work, but if you honk the trigger, just don't do that.
Yeah.
The easiest phrase in the world, but the hardest fucking thing to do, you know? I'll catch myself. I didn't make it to the range this week. I was telling, I don't think I told y'all even before we got in here. I talked about Braden in his truck. I was sitting there in my car. I've had a little 3 Series BMW, and I don't recommend them. Love it. Don't get me wrong. They're great cars, right? Great gas mileage. I mean, they're quick. Little 4-cylinder, single turbo. Great on gas. Damn, something breaks in that bastard though.
It's expensive.
I had a Valvetronic motor go out in it. Don't know what that is, do you?
No, Austin does.
Neither did I, right? So there's a little motor inside the valve that makes this thing actuate. $1,600, right?
Damn.
Jeez.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and only some dude that does foreign cars and his European car can do it, right? So while I was there, I was like, man, I've been noticing coolant will kind of get low. Can you check that? Usually it'll be something right around a turbo will leak. No, farting ass radiator, gone. About $950 for a radiator.
Jeez.
So I did that, and that was in the last month. All good. So it was what's today? Friday? Wednesday. Going to work Wednesday. I'm tooling down the road, and I just turned onto the interstate. You know where you can't turn around. And it's like, engine's getting hot. I'm like, oh hell, now what? I'm like, it's leaking again. So I look back. I got a couple bottles of water back there. I was like, let me pull this bitch over and pour some water in it. No, it was full. It's like, Now I'm not a car person at all.
Yeah, me.
They're like, oh man, you can change your own oil. No, I can't. I can fiddle, right? I can change springs on guns. I can do little things here and there. You know, I can do the maintenance, and a little deeper maintenance on them, that kind of stuff. I can do all kind. When my house flooded after Katrina, when I got back home, I did all the remodeling on it, put it all back together. I can do that kind of stuff. Not cars. Not my thing, right? So anyway, I call my buddy, and he has like 2 car lifts at his house. And he's like, huh. He said, okay. He said, we'll let it cool off and run it back home. I said, well, hell, I could have thought of that, but all right. So I let it cool off. I made it probably about 2 miles for it and did it again. I was like, this ain't good.
Yeah.
That sounds like a water pump. And I'm not the brightest guy in the world when it comes to a car, right?
Mhm.
So I'd let it hang out for a little bit longer. It takes me about an hour and a half to go, 8 miles.
Jeez.
So I get it back home, and he came by that evening, and we couldn't get the water pump to kick on because the water pumps are electric in a BMW, which is actually good. It's external to the motor and it's electric. So if your belt breaks, your car won't overheat as long as you got power. So I mean, it's kind of a cool feature. Until the $700 brakes, bastard brakes, So yeah, right.
Damn.
I'm pissed at this point. I'm like, man, it's a 2015. I got like 130,000 miles on it. I'm like, So I just, I went yesterday and bought a Nissan Altima.
It's a lot cheaper to maintain those, man. BMWs are so expensive.
Right.
I found I had a meeting at work, so I sent my mom. If you're selling something and you see my mom walk in and you don't know her, you're gonna hate life in a little while. She's 86, right? She went up in there, and this car was like, it's a 2024 with like 40,000 miles on it. It was listed at like 24.1, 23.8 or whatever. And by the time I got there, she had done went to the bank, and she's on all my stuff, because for me to deploy and all that jazz. And she went in there, and she I don't know how she did it because banks don't keep a lot of cash usually.
Yeah.
He had a bag, like one of the bank bags. They gave her a bank bag with a zipper on it. $21,000 cash in it. And she had him $21,000 cash out the door for that car.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that ain't bad, Mom.
They love cash, man.
Right.
This dude was so nervous counting that out. I would count in like $5,000 increments. I think he counted one in he counted like two, then he counted like four, and then like two. That's like, and then he got it wrong. And I'm like, right. Come on now.
They used to have money machines there that would count that, but
shouldn't they have like
the
a
dealership didn't. The
no,
dealership didn't.
they don't anymore because nobody goes in and pays in cash anymore.
No. It was just like everybody's like kind of looking. I'm like,
Does she sell drugs?
Yeah.
We got to report this.
I asked her, I was like, did you have to fill out the IRS thing? She said, yes. Damn government.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I was like, well, it came out of my account. I was like, it's like, man, whatever. I'll probably get a letter in the mail from them.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't care. But so I was like,
What is
yeah. So now I've got a 2015 BMW sitting there in my driveway that needs a water pump. So I'm gonna ask my buddies, like, hey, man, you want to buy it?
How much was the water pump gonna cost?
So the pump is like $600.
Yeah.
So you figure, like my buddy will do it, but it'll cost you $100 in labor. So I'm like, I can sit there and pay $1,000 or $800, $900, whatever, to get it fixed, and then still probably $1,500 for the car, maybe $2,000. But I've put that much. It's like I won't. I'm like, dude, give me $500. You can have a car. He's a mechanic. He can fix it himself and then sell it and do whatever. Whatever. It gets it out of my hair.
Right.
Plus, I can take the tag. I can transfer the tag to my new car.
Okay.
Because that tag is a 100% VA disabled tag. No taxes.
There you go. That's kind of like
Austin's back.
That's kind of like what's going on with my truck. Is my truck, I bought it for like $1,500-$1,600, and my injection pump went out. and an injection pump's about $1,500-$1,600.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's like, is it worth? Is a truck worth $3,000 though?
I mean,
No.
it's been reliable.
Just say
up to
no,
this
Austin.
point. It's been reliable up to this point.
Austin's still gonna fix that bitch. Though.
Yeah, he is.
I'm a mechanic too, so I could fix it.
Well, let's see if you can fix it. That's a little different. I mean,
Yeah, I could fix it. So but the part itself is still $1,500-$1,600. I even sat there and I don't have time to rebuild the injection pump. So
Is
I
that
called
the truck that has the Humvee engine?
So I called a shop and was like, listen, if I bring you the injection pump, you don't have to pull it. You don't. I won't even. You won't even have the truck in your lot. I will bring you the injection pump. How much to just rebuild the injection pump? They said $1,400.
What?
Yeah.
so it's got the
6.5.
The 6.5, the Humvees.
Yeah. It's the
Hummer
GM.
diesel?
It's the GM version of it, but yeah, it's the same engine.
The same one like it's in the Army.
Yeah.
Humvee?
Yeah, the
You don't know
6.5.
about the National Guard?
Seriously, man.
Yeah,
You gotta be able
well,
to find a junkyard with that
here-
part in it, Austin.
Here's the thing, right?
No,
Well,
I won't.
it's the same engine, but GM
It's
ruined
12 volt, not 24.
ruined the fuel system in this thing because they put what's called a PMD in it, and it's basically a module that controls the flow of fuel, right? And it's attached to the injection pump, and it's a little card that's sitting right on the side of the block, and when it gets hot, it burns that card out. Well, I relocated mine, but it just started throwing PMDs like crazy, and the last time it wouldn't start for a fuel issue, I threw another one in it, and it didn't do it, and I knew it was an injection pump. Luckily, I don't think it was a catastrophic, or else it'd be a new engine. But
And you would put it in that truck again.
How much was
no,
it?
if it's a new engine, I'm getting a donor engine. I'm doing a full build for a better diesel engine than the 6.5.
Why don't you just get a regular and then just convert it into a diesel?
Well, see, I did that once, and it's such a pain in the ass, you know.
And then you woke up.
That's cool. But I want to know about the
joke
process of
is
converting it to an electric.
The joke is that to convert a regular gas engine to a diesel, you just slowly add more diesel as you drive it, and evolution takes place, and your truck will evolve into a diesel. And to do electric, you just add AA batteries.
Every so
I
often.
wanted to drive in a gas tank.
Yeah. And then eventually your car will evolve into a Tesla.
Does Elon Musk know this?
Makes sense. That makes sense.
No,
That's science
he's
right
gonna
there.
listen to this podcast and steal that idea from Austin and say it was his.
A little bit of past him. Want a shot at least.
But yeah, so that's the joke that we have going on is to
That's
convert
Austin's
it.
joke. He made the joke.
Yeah, to convert an engine into diesel, you just slowly add more diesel. Well, that was because I had that old 1500, and I was talking about getting a diesel, and I think was it you that had asked me about it, how to convert it to a diesel, and I just casually I was like,
Well, you had mentioned that you just threw it in there as like a sidebar, like, oh yeah, I'm converting this thing into a diesel.
yeah, and I just
Not-
you had asked how
Yeah, I
to
was
do
like,
that.
for real?
Yeah, and then I just casually was just like, oh, all you do is you just slowly add more diesel every time you fill up.
Dude, there's a video. There's a video on like TikTok or something of this girl. She wanted to do something nice for her boyfriend, so she went and
Oh,
filled
no.
his gas tank up. But he had
Oh.
a diesel truck.
Oh my
And
god!
she put regular gas in it, and then she was,
Oh,
he was just,
no.
oh, dude.
And then
I
she
gotta find
drove
this
it.
video. Yeah, she drove it.
and ruined
He's
it.
like, just stop driving.
Well, at least he wouldn't know, because diesel is heavier than gas, right? So once that diesel's gone.
So my wife has driven my truck a handful of times, right? And the first time she drove my truck without me, mind you, my truck, the fuel gauge does not work. Okay. I know when I need fuel. My wife
When it
does not.
stopped running.
My wife does not. Okay.
It don't matter if the gauge worked or not.
And so this is a straight farm truck, man. How I got it legal, I have no idea. But
I remember when you pulled it up.
but my wife wanted to do something nice for me, kind of like that video, and she was like FaceTiming me, and I told her green pumps are diesel. Well, she went to a BP, where
Oh no.
green pumps are not, and she was like, "Hey, you said green pumps are diesel, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then
God.
I noticed at the last second that she was at a BP, and I was like, "Wait, hold on, stop."
Go to the black one. Oh man. He said the fuel gauge does not work.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
I'm just saying. It was just funny. I'm sorry.
Yeah, dude. I know. I gauge when I need fuel off of how long I've driven the truck, how many hours I've driven the truck.
Dude, that's awesome.
I can tell you right now. I haven't driven my truck in almost a year. I can tell you right now. There's about half a tank in there.
You sure?
Yep. I can tell you right now. There's about half a tank in there.
Well,
I
in
know-
Maryland, there's been a lot of diesel trucks getting broken into, like in their gas tanks, and like taking all the diesel out of their tanks.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, dude.
My tank's empty.
Yeah, no, they're like
Was,
hitting up the semi trucks and all that good stuff, so they get like a whole bunch.
See, a lot of those semi-truck fuel is like bad though, because it's got like a lot of those stations where they fill up at have water in them. That's why those trucks have like water separators to separate the water. I mean, if you're putting it back into another semi, it's not a big deal. But you know, I know guys that have put that diesel in their actual trucks, and it just ruined their shit. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
Why is there water in it?
I put gas into a diesel tractor one time.
I bet that turned out good.
Yeah, it turned out good for the mechanic. I only did that shit once.
Learn from your mistakes.
Sometimes you can get away with bleeding out the lines.
Now, when you run that
obvious-
son of a bitch, you can't.
Right? When that shit get in that engine, man,
No,
you're done.
sometimes it depends on certain circumstances, but there have been times where you can, if you didn't run it for very long.
Oh no, I ran that fucker till it stopped.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Yeah. I'm saying, boom. Whoa, what the hell was that?
It must be some bad gas.
Oh, it was. It definitely was.
You driving my truck like this?
No, but like,
I don't give a damn what color it is now.
I don't know what you're complaining about. It wasn't that bad.
What do you mean?
I filled up the whole truck and it cost me $80.
That's impossible. It cost me $175
How does it cost you that much?
because diesel is $6 a gallon.
Yeah, but you could just use gas. I filled it with gas. It's the same thing.
What? What did you do?
I used gasoline.
You put gasoline in my truck?
Yes, I told him I just
This
wanted
is a
regular.
prank.
You're not getting me.
You put gasoline
Yeah.
in a diesel pickup truck?
I feel like they looked at me like, oh, we can get by this girl. But I was like, no, you're not getting me. I see a deal.
Yeah.
So I got you regular.
your $80 just cost me like $8,000 to replace a motor.
It rode just fine here.
You drove with gasoline
Yeah,
and a
I
diesel.
wanted to surprise you.
What did you want to surprise me with? A bigger
I-
bill?
He was surprisingly calm for that. Which, so you know, is a skit. So, yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, what are you gonna do? Go to jail?
That or 8,000 is nothing to him.
You can't go to jail.
I remember when my brother-in-law borrowed my truck, and I was at work one day, and he was like, dude, your truck won't start. Your truck won't start. And I think he had sent one of his guys out to go fill it up, right? Because his truck was down. Well, he has gas trucks. And I was like, if this motherfucker filled my truck with gas, I'm losing my absolute shit. I went there and I went to go to the truck and I tried to smell the gas. I tried to smell if there was gas in it. I couldn't, get a good sense of it. I'm trying to bleed out lines. I can't get anything through the. I can't get anything to the injectors, like nothing. And I'm just like, did he put gas in it? And I'm fucking like getting ready to lose my shit. And he's like, I don't know, I don't know. I had to have that bitch towed. Dude, it was a disaster. Luckily,
But
he
he did,
didn't,
though?
but I was
Oh.
about to lose my shit.
So he put diesel in it.
Yeah, he put diesel in it.
So your truck just was not turning on.
Yeah, he it did have bad diesel in it. But that I wouldn't blame him for that, but it ended up being my oil pressure switch. So and then my
Was it
rear main seal.
in Albania? Like a lot of people pick diesel cars because the gasoline there has water in it, so everybody gets diesel cars because I guess they have better diesel over there. And you know what I mean?
Yeah, what happens is a lot of times, like the gas stations, they like bad maintenance on the tanks and everything. So when it rains, like water seeps in and stuff like that. You know, but like I said, a lot of like tractor trailers have like water separators for that reason. Also like high performance diesels have them too. Stuff like that. But
Yeah, man.
yeah,
So
my
he's the car guy, Billy. So if you need
see that.
advice, hit up Austin.
yeah, my neighbor actually yesterday he was out there tinkering with his truck. He's got a Toyota Tacoma, and he was sitting there, had the whole bottom end torn out, oil pans out, everything. He was like, "Yeah, it died on the turnpike, this and that, blah blah." They were trying to charge me like $1,200 to tow it back. I was like, "Why didn't you call me? I could have." Me and my dad could have gone and got you for a lot less than that. And he was tearing it apart. He's like, "Yeah, look at all the metal shavings in there." I look at him like, "That's cam material, man. That's you got to go to the top end. Get away from that bottom end. Go to the top end." And he was like, "Are you sure? Are you sure?" I was like, "That's chrome. I'm telling you, with the situation you're describing, and the type of material that's in that pan right there, your camshaft is fucked."
So what's the camshaft?
So you have your crankshaft and you have your camshafts. It's basically your camshafts, like you have to take off. You're more focusing on like the upper part of the engine, but it's a part of your timing. But essentially, what happens when your camshaft, it has these lobes on it to where they're kind of like. I'm trying to see if I can pull up a picture. It's basically when it spins, it's different, like kind of like an odd shape. So when it spins, it's like pushing and pulling at different levels. I'm not really good.
Is this going through the Is this going through the pistons?
Here, let me see if I can pull up a picture that describes it. But essentially, what happens when your camshaft starts losing material, you're widening the gap. So
In the cylinders and the engine block?
yes,
Okay.
yeah. So your oil pressure you'll lose oil pressure and you'll get like a ticking.
That's what happened on my Altima back in the day.
Yeah. Let's see. Here you go. Here's a good picture of one right here. Let me see if I can share my screen.
Yeah, I don't go for that 10,000-mile oil change bullshit.
Oh, shit. All right. Can you see that?
Yeah.
So that's essentially your camshaft, and you see how like the shaft, the two shafts that are on top. You see how they have rollers on them that are like different. They're kind of like eggs.
Oh, yeah, like oval shape.
Yeah, like egg shaped or whatever. So underneath that is
Chrome.
well, would be like your lifters. So
All right, you lost
what
me now.
so what happens is right here where the chrome part is, that
Mm-hmm.
material will come off. And then
Okay.
that's when you'll lose oil pressure, and that's what the metal shavings he had in his truck or in his oil pan were.
So
But
can he
you're
fix that himself?
on a Tacoma, like what he has, he's better off pulling the engine and doing it. It's a
Jeez.
pain in the ass to do it inside the truck.
Mm.
Um, and his Tacoma has like 140,000 miles. So at this point, he's just like, I'm gonna trade it in.
Mm-hmm.
I told him I'd help him do it, but he's like, I'm just gonna trade it in.
And just make sure it starts.
Yeah, I told him.
And it's good for that test drive they do.
I told him get it running, throw some sawdust in it, and just let it ride. That sawdust will quiet down the ticking a little bit, and just get it past the test drive.
Oh man. So Billy, earlier we were talking about the dry firing. Where could I find that class? Does he have a website or?
Yeah. Let me see. I know I've got it already bookmarked.
The
on
Tom
my
Castro
phone.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do have a link. It's
GCSA,
maybe you can
GCSAcoaching.com.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'll put it in chat
Okay.
for everyone to go check out. But let me see here. Where's our? All right.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
also
that being
on
said,
Instagram too.
he posts like what? He posts he has an Instagram
Yeah,
account.
yeah, he's on Instagram too.
Oh, okay.
It's like you sign up, $20 a month. First 2 weeks are free.
Mm.
And see if you like it or not. You will.
You will.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to be, if you're serious about it and you really want to do the journey in USPSA, I mean, it's structured. I like the structure,
Mm-hmm.
the accountability, and the cool thing is you're watching it. There's a little window like you see on here. He's doing it with you, and coaching you through it, and walking you through it, talking you through it. Um, you know, doing the whole thing.
That's cool.
Stopping and saying, all right, you're watching for this, looking for this. You don't want your dot to move. And you're doing things, and when you see it somewhere else, you may see it called like trigger control at speed. He doesn't call it that to give it a name or a drill or whatever. Yeah, it's really cool. And that's how you're like testing your grip. Instead of pulling the trigger once, you pull the trigger to drop the hammer, or the striker, and then you're pulling it again. But you're not just gingerly pulling; you're pulling it hard. You're slapping it to test the durability. At 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, pulls. You'll do it 2 times, 4 times, transition and do it again, just to see that durability and doing multiple things at once. That's what I liked about it. And then also, so yeah, you're doing the 6-week program, but you also have access to everything else. The live fire drills, the dry fire drills. He does. There's another level that's $50 a month. The master member. He does video breakdowns for people, and he'll post those in there too, so you can kind of watch that and you can see him on the video. Coach and kind of say, hey, this X, Y, Z. So you kind of learn from seeing that as well. And then he'll put up, things that he's done, some of his videos and whatnot, and talk you through them. But the coolest thing is like the dry fire, the dry drills and live drills, and it's not like a drill like a Blake drill or a Bill drill or things like that. It's like an actual like a mini stage or entries and exits, and how to maximize those and work those in isolation.
He's got some pretty interesting videos up here, man. He seems to be very precise
Do we follow him, Josh? The 2A Brotherhood page?
Let me see. No, he's followed by Josh Morgan.
Yeah. Yeah, because I heard Josh mention him before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I will follow him. But hey, guys, listen. If you're looking for any firearms or any awesome gear, you can check out our awesome. You can check out our awesome sponsors. We're sponsored by Cocked Firearms and Goliath Defense. If you go to their websites, you can use promo code 2AB to get 10% off site-wide. Very cool guys. We've had them on our podcast before. Definitely check them out, man, because we have some of their gear, and you know it stands the test of time. It's made with quality. You know, they put their heart into it, and they stand behind a good message, man. So go check them out.
Shameless plug.
Shameless.
Hey, gotta do what you gotta do.
Hey, we're not
Nothing
even.
wrong with
We're
that.
not, I'll go no further. I just couldn't get the dang video to play right. I was playing other sound effects. What is happening?
I thought you was ending it.
Yeah, see you guys.
Thanks for watching.
Like
Thought the applause was great, you know. It's like, hey.
Well, we had a great time.
That's like the end of like one of those like sitcoms that's filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Yeah, the sign that says applause, you know.
Yeah.
Exactly. Hey guys, that's a joke.
And y'all been shooting any matches since the last time?
No. I need to sign up for another one.
Yeah.
Hopefully, my goal is just not to get DQ'd this time.
Life has been happening.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to.
Yeah.
I've been
Weren't
really
you
wanting
supposed
to.
to go to Marriottsville or something?
I was trying to sign up for. I missed another sign up.
Dude, they go fast, man. It's
yeah.
crazy.
I didn't.
It's like 2 minutes and they're full.
Yeah, I didn't get in time. I tried to do another sign up and I didn't get there in time, and so it was a bummer. But you know, after my daughter's birthday, I plan on trying to hit the next one. So.
And it won't be hot either.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's
It's
gonna cool
the
you down.
pitch around here. It's just starting to feel good.
Yeah.
How do you think it is down here in Texas, bro?
It's been warm here.
Yeah,
Horrible.
Mississippi too. Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, I shot 2 of them. I shot one Saturday and one Sunday last week. It was warm. It was
Just
warm.
the humidity's been so bad here, though. That's the thing I liked about Texas was it wasn't as humid. Texas and Louisiana, it wasn't as humid. Here in Maryland, it's like deathly humid.
Human?
Is it? Is it human? God dang it, Josh. Humid in Mississippi?
Yeah, I think last weekend it was like 95 or 96 with 100% humidity.
Jeez.
Damn.
Oh
That shit
my
was like
God.
a rainforest.
Right?
It's just a rare old day in August. I mean, shit.
I guess you get used to it.
I
Yeah.
don't do well with the heat.
Yeah, honestly, I don't do well in the cold.
I don't either.
okay.
I like the cold.
For me,
I can
cold's
deal
like
with
below 70.
it. You wouldn't like it in Maryland.
I can
Hell
work.
no.
I can work outside in the heat. I'd be miserable, but I could work outside in the heat. You will not catch my ass working outside in the cold unless I absolutely have to.
Yeah,
Man, I'm the same way.
The problem is your hands, because you can't
Yeah.
wear gloves. So,
My
you know what I
ears.
mean?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ears get cold, I get pissed. I don't know why. I just always do.
Yeah.
I know we're going to what is it? It's not Rapid City. That's where we're flying into. Sioux Falls, I think it is. Going to South Dakota.
Mm-hmm.
the end of next month and shooting the Area 3 championship. Braden and I are. So I'm like, how do I need to dress? I've never been to South Dakota. Yeah.
Winter
I've
jacket.
been to Montana in
60
February.
degrees.
Do what?
Winter jacket and 60 degrees.
Parka. The Gore-Tex.
Fishtail parka,
Waffle tops and bottoms.
winter pants, snow boots. I've been to Montana in February, and I've been to Alaska in December. You talk about miserable.
Yeah.
I bet.
Did you
in
have
DC right after Alaska? It's like, yeah.
Did you have that? Those like it's like Arctic gear issued to you when you were you in the military when you were in Alaska?
No, but I had it. It was not the Arctic, but I had the extreme cold weather that they issued to everybody.
Yeah.
And it's, I think in Alaska you'll get issued a couple extra things.
Yeah. Like it's all white, so you can blend in with the snow.
Yeah, I suppose. I had a buddy that was stationed there for, I don't know, 4 years, 6 years. I have to ask him when I see him Tuesday. But yeah, I was there for a week with my current job, as a contractor. We had to go check on one of the RTIs. We're talking about bears, and in the spring, so when they start teaching their classes, land nav is one of them, and it's in April. When the bears start waking up.
Yeah.
And they issue the students a big ass can of bear spray. And I'm like, huh? And they're showing me pictures. And they're inside their building and 30 feet outside the door, rummaging through the trash cans, a farting ass grizzly bear.
Oh my God.
Fuck
No,
that,
man.
Yeah. So those are not scared of you.
No, they'll eat your ass.
Yeah, exactly.
They eat you alive.
I think grizzly bears and polar bears are like the two deadliest.
And polar bears are the worst ones.
Yeah, they're the worst ones.
Hey, you fucking know Coca-Cola.
Yeah, they
They're
look
not
so
gonna have
cuddly.
Coca-Cola.
They look so
Yeah.
cuddly too. It's like I want to have one as a pet,
Yeah.
but I know that'd be the worst decision of my life.
And
Have you seen
those
that funny
dudes telling me,
video?
I said, oh, the bears really, you don't have to worry so much about it. It's the moose.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, really? I said, yeah. Like a dude was on a motorcycle, and moose was in the road and just looked at him, and he was coming after him. He had to run and get somebody's car.
Oh wow.
I'm like, no shit. He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay.
There's
And the moose are freaking huge.
yeah.
Like when you see one next to a house, you're like, good
Yes.
Lord.
I'm like, what in the hell is that?
There's
It's
a
tall as
place.
door. Like, its gut is where the top of the door is.
Exactly, dude. It's crazy.
There's a place, I can't remember where it's at, but I heard that all the residents of that town leave their doors unlocked in case they come across a moose. Someone could run into someone's house
Wow.
and find shelter. I don't know where, I can't remember where it's at, but I heard about there being a place like that.
I don't think you're
Yeah, sounds
outrunning a
like it.
moose, man.
Yeah, you're not. And they're huge, dude.
Dude, I'm sashaying around with a little old 9mm. I'm like,
That'll tickle it.
Put a whole
Yeah.
mag in his head.
this
Yeah.
is gonna piss it off. Big-footed bastard.
Dude, their antlers are like fucking 10 feet wide.
Yeah.
Not
they're
actually,
huge.
but
And I'm telling you, the moose knuckle was huge.
I do like a good moose knuckle.
Oh my God.
I'm like, whew.
That's why they call it a moose knuckle.
I stayed in the Jeep. And look, I've driven in the snow and ice. I spent 6 months in Bosnia in the winter. I've driven in up in some of the northern parts of the U.S., over in Utah and all that jazz in the snow. And it wasn't nothing to it, right? Alaska's a different animal.
Yeah.
I'm coming off the gas and I'm hitting the brake, and that son of a bitch is not slowing down.
That's the
That
oh
light's
shit
red.
moment.
The The light is red, and I'm 500, 600 feet before it. I'm like, oh shit. Thankfully, they don't drive up there like we do down here.
Oh, okay.
So when the light changes, they just don't go.
Mm-hmm.
And
Gotcha.
I guarantee every one of them's like, look at this dumbass from this low. And I see all of them because I'm doing this going through the intersection. I'm like, buddy, is still in the army. He's in the passenger seat, just hanging on to the Jeep, and we're just going around, like, we'll stop somehow.
You're like, lesson learned.
We make it through. I put that bastard in 4 high. It was a little better, not much, but a little bit better. I said, man, I said, you want to drive? He's like, Thanks.
He wanted
Appreciate
zero
it.
responsibility.
Oh yeah, I don't blame him. I wouldn't either. Hell, I didn't want to drive.
That's why you were trying to pass it off on him. You want to give it a try?
I learned that shit a long time ago.
Oh man.
It was a fun trip. You got to eat some king crab. That shit ain't no cheaper up there at all. Same price there it is here. The biggest difference was the salmon. Oh yeah, it's not that pink crap you get down here.
Yeah.
The actual king salmon, it was actually good. I don't care for salmon down here, but up there it was legit.
Yeah. Not big into fish anymore, but man, lionfish was the best I ever had.
Yeah, I haven't had that one yet. If it swims in the ocean, I'll pretty well eat it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not big on salmon. I'm not big
Hold up,
on.
isn't a lionfish? Is that the one that has those spikes on his back that are poisonous?
They'll fuck you up.
The one
Yeah,
that that died on Deuce Bigelow that he blended.
Yeah. I think that's the only reason why I know what a lionfish is because of that movie.
Yeah, I've seen them. I've gotten hit by them. They're not fun.
By Deuce
Yeah.
Bigelow.
They'll
How
fuck
bad
you
did it
up
hurt?
Pretty bad. For like 3 days.
3 days.
Were you
Yeah, I
just
got
laying in
jellyfish
bed or?
before.
No,
Jellyfish
it's a
ain't
fish.
fun.
The fuck, just laying in bed, just lionfish.
Motherfucker,
Just,
when you're hurting, like what the? Were you up
Oh.
doing shit or laying in a fucking bed?
yeah, it hurts always.
It hurts always.
Yeah.
Like, is it like debilitating pain,
No, the only
or
thing that
can
really
you still
makes
do
it-
shit?
The only thing that really makes it feel better is like warmth. You know,
Mm.
like warm water.
Pissing
Well,
on it, you think that would?
Yeah. Pissing on it. So it really makes it feel better. You know? Golden showers all around, buddy. But man, are those fuckers delicious.
Do you cook them or eat them raw?
I take a bite right out of the spike.
You lying motherfucker.
No, there was a dude when I was working offshore. He Louisiana has this like work release program to where prisoners will actually be able to go offshore. And there's this dude. He was our deckhand while we were out there, and a cool guy. But we were killing. We were killing a shit ton of lionfish, and because they were in the area that we were working in, and we just normally throw them away because they're so invasive to the Gulf.
Mm-hmm.
And this dude was like, "Why don't you let me cook one up?" And none of us had ever thought of that because they're so like all the spikes are toxic. We don't want to touch them and everything. Apparently, he knew how to cook it up, and so he did, man. And that shit was amazing. Yeah.
He got some bitch you coming back like, I can't move my face.
We made him eat it first.
Yeah.
Yeah, we made him
I
take it
can't
first.
see, my face don't move.
So how did you get stuck by one, Austin?
Because when you're in the water, they're kind of hard to see, especially in the Gulf. You know, I mean, there's some parts of the Gulf that are pretty clear, but some parts are really murky.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't really see them, and they don't swim away because they don't have any predators, so they're not afraid of anything.
Nice.
They're so stupid you could literally shoo them into a box, and just take them away because they don't run away at all. So they'll sit there and they'll just be next to whatever you're working on, and you touch it, and that's how it gets you.
Mm.
You know.
Yeah, I think Florida has a bounty on them, don't they?
Yeah, I don't know. Like they're taking over the Gulf, so
Mm-hmm.
anytime you see them, it's kill all of them.
Yep.
Yeah, we'd go down there with like PVC pipe that's had like a little trap door on it, and we'd just start spearing them, shoving them in the PVC pipe, send them up, and then get a new one down and just fill that one up. Kill like we had competitions how many you can kill, just so that way we clear out the area that we're working in.
So you don't get stung or poked.
Yeah, beautiful fish though. I always tell myself if I could have an aquarium in my house, it'd be filled with lionfish.
Yeah, that silence was me appreciating the second one right to their arms. So if you could open carry one historical weapon, what would it be? I would obviously choose a blunderbuss.
Me?
Yeah, anyone.
BAR.
BAR.
A bar.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cut off like Clyde Barrowhead.
They was doing damage to the police. That 30-06 is fucking devastating.
Yeah, it's beautiful, yeah.
Ah.
I'd probably carry a cannon like our forefathers intended.
Yeah, right.
Little
Exactly.
mini.
So, muzzle loader or musket? Would you
Muzzle
carry
loader.
a muzzle loader or musket?
Muzzle loader. You know how scary it would be for me to just sit there and take 3 minutes to load my fucking weapon? Just sit there looking at the guy like, you're gonna fucking get it. Once I finish.
Rapscallions.
I would say a Tommy gun, because they look fucking cool.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I'd be going to.
On the
Yeah,
war
think about
gangster.
Tommy gun.
1920s bank robber.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You have to wear the
You know,
fedora
Chicago
and-
typewriter.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
and a long trench coat.
You know, with a hat.
Right. You know the old school gangster hat when they speak like,
Yeah.
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 Yep.
Crooner.
My Tommy gun, eh?
Crooner. As long as I'm around, you'll always be second best, see? Yeah.
Yeah,
So how
Tommy
do you
gun
guys
and that
ammo?
sawed-off BAR is a tough one to beat, though.
Yeah,
Those
Yeah,
two
you right
together.
about that?
it is.
Yeah.
That shit have cut through with like 4 cars and keep going.
What, the BAR?
Yeah. That's 30
Yeah,
on
some of that
6,
black
man.
tip 30-06.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Motherfuckers shoot moose with 30 on 6s, man.
God
Yep.
dang. And we used to shoot each other with it.
With what?
With
Oh, the bar? Oh.
The
Yeah.
bar.
I'm talking about it at wars, like
Yeah.
shooting at people with that thing.
Yeah.
That's a crazy round.
Those three
Now-
Springfields, the Grands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Bonnie, wait.
Y'all
Bonnie
seen
made
those,
by Browning?
I saw the here in Mississippi. News article came out today. I think it was today about force reset triggers in ARs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think the something breed, rare breed, crossbreed, something. You know, the ATF was looking into them and trying to,
Yeah.
you know, get on to them and hit them up, but they ended up having to give all their stuff back to them and saying, "Oh well, you know, it's not illegal." Like, yeah, well, no shit.
Right.
But they came out with an article in Mississippi, and of course, the chief of police in Jackson, of all places,
Mhm.
doesn't like them. Yeah. So Mississippi apparently passed a law that Glock switches are illegal. It's like,
They already are.
thanks.
Right.
Yeah.
No shit, Dick Tracy, right? You know?
Right.
I I guess it's just one way to tack a felony onto it at the state level along with the federal. But they were interviewing some dude. Oh, I support the Second Amendment, but I'm not going to carry them because blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Everything before butt was bullshit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I expect to start seeing some people, there's smoke coming up around these force reset triggers now.
Mm-hmm.
With ARs, so it'll be interesting to see, what becomes in the public light with those. First it was the pistol braces.
Right.
Yeah.
Then they went after the bump stocks.
Mm-hmm.
And now the force reset triggers is like still one pull, one shot.
Right.
It's not fully automatic. It's like, what are y'all gonna do?
Yeah, but like, how
You don't
much?
have to like it. I don't care if you don't like it.
Right.
Yeah, does it break the law? That's the thing.
So
No.
I can't carry my extended with a switch.
Yeah, extendo
You
clip
can.
and switch. Yeah, you can.
Can.
Just don't get caught.
I'm
This
just
is
kidding. I
number-
do
it's
not
not-
have an extendo with a switch.
It's not against the law till you get caught. So you know.
Yeah, you only break the law to get caught.
Right.
So that's what tripped me out whenever I bought one of those Trigger Tech Glock triggers.
Mm-hmm.
And you replace the back plate on the Glock, and the disconnector is off the back plate, and it runs down the channel on the slide. I'm like, that looks kind of like a Glock switch. I'm like, ooh,
Right.
man, that's different. Hey, that was interesting. I like that.
I
I
want
like
to.
the trigger, myself.
I want to find a way to add one onto my Glock, just so that way when I get pulled over, I could really freak them out. Make
What,
them
They
think
get
it's
you
a
like a
switch.
light
Switch?
Yeah, make them think it's a switch.
They got like false switches you can buy. That go on the back of it, but
Yeah, something like that. So where when I get pulled over,
You want to make it harder.
I
for
got
yourself.
you.
yeah, while you're in the jail cell,
Yeah.
getting poked.
Joke's on you.
Right.
Cops really are not gun people mostly.
Right.
Yeah.
And, they don't get it. It's like you might you being funny, you might end up in jail at some point.
Right.
No, he will, especially in Maryland.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Austin to have Bubba running his fingers through his hair.
Did they change the law in Maryland? Because I heard they were talking about that if you have a gun in your vehicle, you have to let the police officer know without him having to ask you. Because before it was, do you have any
think so.
weapons? And then you say yes. Let me look
Yeah,
at it.
because the
Yeah.
criminals always admit they have a gun in the car, don't they?
So I know
mean, yeah.
Maryland was
They
not.
do actually.
I don't know if they changed the law, but as far last time I checked, Maryland's not a duty to inform state.
If they, yeah, it's like they
They
gotta
have to
you.
ask. Yeah.
Yeah, they have to ask, "Do you have a weapon in the vehicle?"
Mhm.
They even if they say something like, "Do you have anything I should know about in the vehicle?" You could say no. They have to specifically ask about a weapon.
Now, is this advice like, I want to speak to your supervisor? Get him the fuck out of your car?
You have to get out of the car when they take you.
Yeah, I know.
No, first let
For
me
some
speak
reason,
to
a couple people out there think they could just say, I want to speak to your supervisor.
I mean, you can say that as you're getting out of the car.
Yeah.
Saying that they beating your ass for not listening.
No, there,
Officer, what's your badge number?
the baton.
there was a
I'll tell that to you while you're getting out of the car. On your own or while I pull you. It's all right.
there was an NFL football player, and he got pulled over in Miami, and it was all tinted out, and he like gave him his ID and put his windows. They couldn't see anything in there, and it was in Florida, so they like hemmed him out, and he's yelling out, "I just had surgery! I just had surgery!" It's like, why would you do that, dude?
Man,
Oh man.
I
Wasn't he a Philly player?
I think so.
I, you know, I get it. I get it. Like with the rights thing, but I also get it to where you also need to understand rulings of the Supreme Court too. You know, so Pennsylvania versus Mims, Maryland versus Mims. Get out of the car, whether you're a driver or an occupant.
Yeah, no,
because you're gonna get out one way or another.
One of my favorite things to do, me and my wife, is watch like the police body cam videos.
Oh yeah.
And
Tyreek
it's just
Hill.
so funny how you see like all the people that can turn a basic ticket or like even a warning into a felony arrest
Yeah.
because they just did not cooperate.
And I always, like when I taught in the academy a lot, I'd always tell the cadets, it's like, your mouth can get your ass whipped, you know, or, you know, it can make it an easy night. Treat people with respect. Treat them like you'd want your wife, your mom, your sister, your kid, or whatever. Talk to you. You can be in control. You can be the authoritarian figure. You don't have to be a dick.
Yeah.
And I think that's lost a lot of times. But on the same token, it goes the other way too.
Yeah.
I would always, you know, approach the car and say, you know, hey, I'm Billy with like, the Forest County Sheriff's Office. The reason I stopped you is you didn't come to a full and complete stop at that stop sign. We've been getting complaints in the neighborhood. All I'm here to do is just check your driver's license and your insurance, just give you a warning, and get you on your way. Now, if I'm not able to finish that, and that's where it's probably going to start, you know?
Escalating a little bit.
Well, not really escalating, but it's probably going to start to derail a little bit, maybe. But I'm a real reasonable kind of person.
Yeah.
And I understand some people are nervous or scared. You know, I stopped one person. They had made an erratic lane change going down the highway. I was just going back to the sheriff's office for I forgot what reason. It was a while back. And I stopped the vehicle, and I came up, and it was a black male. It was a rental car, and he had turned the interior lights on and put his hands up on the steering wheel. I mean, kind of everything that you really want, you know.
Yeah.
The windows weren't tinted because it was a rental. And he rolled his window down and just like started hollering, "Please don't kill me! Please don't kill me! I know I'm in Mississippi. I'm from Chicago." And you know, I was kind of like, "Hang on a second." I said, "Now, I know you may have heard or seen or whatever." I said, "It's not like that." I said, "I'll tell you what I'm gonna do." I said, "I'm gonna step back and I'm gonna step back up, and we're gonna try this again." At a little bit lower level of interaction, and see if we can get off on a different foot. Okay? I stepped back, I stepped forward, and I told him why I stopped him. It was because he made an erratic change, and I could tell he was in a rental car, and I thought he might be lost, looking for somewhere. Where are you headed? And I can probably help you get there because I drive around here a lot. He told me where he was going. I said, "Oh, that's fine." I said, "Yeah, I see why you were turning back here because most of the hotels are that way. The one you want is down this way, about 3/4 of a mile on the right."
Yeah.
That was
Easy.
it.
Yeah.
You know?
So
I get the nervousness. I get, you know, the unfamiliarity, and you know, I understand. I mean, I think you know, some of it too is you'll get. I hate to say, I don't want to ageism anything, but you'll get people that are younger and come out, "I'm gonna save the world," or you know, command the respect and the everything, and then from their authoritarian position, and you might, but the longevity isn't there for that. because especially being in a county, like a deputy, I always preferred that more than the city. You may be in a tussle on the side of the road, getting your ass monkey stomped, and that person that you acted an ass to is just going to ride right past you. And that's the difference in them doing that or stopping and helping you.
Yeah.
Because many times I've been the only person covering anywhere from 400 to 600 square miles.
Jeez.
That was it.
Yeah.
So he's like, you are your backup until somebody gets woken up and sent out to you. So you gotta, it's interpersonal and everything else as well.
Yeah. I got pulled over recently, and I know why I got pulled over. I was on my phone, messing with my GPS. It was acting weird. I was going to a new place I wasn't familiar with, and I know I shouldn't have been doing it. Cop pulled up behind me, turned on his lights. I pulled over to an area where it was safe for him to. He wasn't going to be in a roadway. He pulled up to my work van, hands on the steering wheel. Already had my documents in my hand, ready to go for him. No arguing with him, no disputing it with him. Just said, I'm sorry for, your inconvenience. He went back to his car, came back with a warning, said, thanks for being cooperative, threw it in my van, and just walked off. It's easy.
Yeah.
My philosophy is, it's not a situation I want to be in. Why make it worse?
Yeah. Just admit, like, when I got pulled over for speeding before, just admit, like, yeah, I know what's going on. And most of the time I got a warning because just being cool and not being a dick face.
Yeah. If I really want to fight it, I can take it to court. If I really wanted to fight it, I'll take it to court, and that'll be my time to fight it. Out in the middle of the road is not the time to fight it.
No, it never ends good for either party, really. And the counter to that is, make no bones about it. There are pieces of shit out there, and those are the ones I can't stand. On the law enforcement side, and I was around them, and I did everything I could, to of course nothing happened, but I let it be known that that shit don't fly with me. And I was like, no, if it's going to continue and it's going to be tolerated, and that's going to be the type of environment and the type of culture that's going to be inculcated, I'm gone.
Yeah. Well, I think the issue now is that people take those few, that are bad, and parents are now teaching their kids to be afraid of cops because of those few,
Yeah.
And like you said, like, being nervous when you're getting pulled over or dealing with police is normal,
Yeah.
It's a
Well,
normal
your fear is the monetary problem that you may face.
Yeah, it's a normal thing to have some type of nervousness, right?
Mm-hmm.
But to actually put fear into your child, I know someone in particular who has raised their child so when every time they get pulled over, they make sure that their child knows that this is a scary situation. It's not. Well, yeah, it's a nervous
doesn't have to
situation.
be.
It doesn't have to be. If you're respectful with them, you might get a dick cop, but again, you have your day in court to fight it. But if you're respectful with them, most of the time they're going to be respectful with you too, and they're going to try to work with you. My brother-in-law's a cop. He doesn't like writing tickets. He does not like writing tickets. He tries to give people the benefit of the doubt as much as he can, and he lets them go on with their day. But if they're dicks, he's going to be a dick back,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah,
my dad always told me, put your hands on the steering wheel, all right, and be respectful because he has a gun and you don't. So why would you if you're going to be combative towards a police officer, it doesn't make sense to me.
No.
You know what I mean? Like especially if you're speeding or even if you think he pulled you over for a bullcrap reason. You know what I mean? Just talk to him, be respectful, and talk to him. Like that's all you know. And like you said, it could be a hole cop on the other end, and then you'll still be in a better position if you were respectful with the a-hole cop than if you're just a a-hole from, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's people are like, well, what's your probable cause? Well, you have no reason. You know, I'm going to say probably 99% of the time, unless you got one of those ones that's, you know, really doesn't know what they're doing or just being an asshole, there's a violation. You may think it's BS, but it's still, you know, there's still a reason. There's still reasonable suspicion at a minimum, usually, like probable cause, which I could write you a ticket or whatever, you know. It's like, come on. I'm not just doing this out of shits and giggles. It's like, I always looked at it like, if I write this person a ticket, what is it going to accomplish? You know, is it going to cause them more of an undue burden? You know, is this a person that is already, you know, okay, they don't, their tag's expired, right? Have a difficult time with everything else. They've got insurance, cool. They've got a license, but their tag's expired. What am I really doing? You know?
Yeah.
I'm not a revenue generator. Am I really going to change behavior with that? They don't have the money to get their tag. They're not going to have the money to pay the ticket. So now they're going to possibly get on a payment program, or they may end up getting a warrant. So now they're going to miss work, go to jail. I think, you know, I guess I look at things differently. Where some don't, maybe it's age, maybe it's experience, maybe it's humanity. You know, I could never be, you know, highway patrol. There's always that joke between, I guess, local cops and the state police or the highway patrol or the troopers, whatever they're called, whatever state they're in. You know, because they're out there handing out seatbelt tickets, speeding tickets, and, you know, stuff like that. Unless it's a child restraint. I didn't write seatbelt tickets. You don't want to wear a seatbelt? I don't care.
You have to hurt yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I'm. Who am I to tell you that? You know, hey, you're an adult. Now, a child is a different story, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that was a pet peeve. Handicap parking was a pet peeve. DUIs. I mean, I was DUI. I sniffed them out. Kind of specialized in it, but you know, the other things I was just like, some people liked, like, in Mississippi, sheriff's deputies can't write speeding tickets. They don't have radar, so you can't run radar as a sheriff's deputy.
So you got out of that.
Yeah, I'm good. You know? Oh man, look, when I was a kid, it freaked me out because Mississippi, I don't run radar. It's against the law, you know, for a sheriff's deputy. You go over to Alabama, and some bitches have radar. And it's like, what? Where'd that come from? What the hell? Yeah. It mess you up, you know. Every other state can do that shit, but Mississippi, you know. Like, whatever, you know. But yeah, you know, it's I do, you know, now I'm doing, you know, training. So I don't get on the road anymore. You know, the guys will need, you know, refresher or firearms, driving. You know, I'll do that stuff for them. I did a red dot class, you know, for a SWAT team over here in the county I live in, and we had some of those. I'm gonna crush it with my support hand, and the guy could never zero, and I was like, quit putting so much pressure with your support hand. Put a little pressure with your firing hand. Change your grip pressure a little bit. And I kind of showed him some of the things that I learned from Tom. And it was crazy. He zeroed. So he called a dude that was on patrol. They were supposed to shoot iron sights on the on their regular shifts. They hadn't went. They were ordering, red dots, for their handguns and new handguns. He could. He was always left and low left, and it's always more sport hand, more sport hand. He never could get past it. So I applied the same thing to him. Bam, he started hitting dead center, and he just he just looked at me. I was like, if you're doing the same thing over and over and you're getting the same result, you need to change something.
Yeah.
So and that was something I'd learned, going through that program that Tom had. So it's, two instances that changed how, cops shot. That also changed how I shot. So it was pretty eye-opening to actually see it work with, with somebody else in that method. It's like, oh man, you really can put too much support hand pressure, apparently. It's like that one dude, that Glock was deforming when he grabbed it. I'm like, yeah, dude. It's like, I know it's plastic, but damn.
He had a grip on him, huh?
Definitely.
He did. It's like, you must have got there with a grip keeper. He done got with Tyler Meisenheimer and bought some of them grip keepers, and his engine just, yeah, Popeye arm or something. Yeah. So that was a good one. To see it work like that.
So when you go to, do you train like the police officers or the sheriffs in Mississippi?
Either or.
Okay.
So I primarily will do the agency that I'm with, that I volunteer with, but other ones will contact me, like they want to transition from irons to red dots, and I don't do it near as much as I used to. No, not because I was, any particular reason. I just whatever, they contact me, they do, they don't. I'm just not really, sweating it too much. I did a lot at the academy and with the firearms and whatnot, and like, I like it. Don't get me wrong. I like to, my master's is in education, training and development. I like to, develop the things and teach. I would never put myself on the level of guys like Tom or Ben Steger or Mike Wong or those guys, especially in the USPSA realm, because I'm still learning a lot there. But I guess when it comes to with the law enforcement side, I think I can relate better with that. Having been there and done that, and getting them going, and bringing in the practical shooting, to that. And it's well received generally. You usually have some of the ones that want to stay. I want to stand still and shoot at the huge B-27 because that's what we've always done, and the most dangerous phrase in the English language is the way we've always done it. But some people you'll never reach, and they'll just. You can either embrace change or you can find yourself irrelevant, whenever it comes around. So you'll like being irrelevant even less.
If they call you, right, and you show up, is it mandatory for everybody in that station to come and take your class, or is it on a volunteer basis?
It depends. So if it's like an instructor course, it'll just be a few or whatever. But if it's like in service, then it'll be over a few different days, and then everybody will show up.
Okay.
Like I had one on the range. We did it from a Monday through a Thursday, and the way that their shifts are, they'll have shifts that'll be Monday, Tuesday, then they're off. The next shifts will be Wednesday, Thursday. Then that shift that was Monday, Tuesday will be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So then they'll swap around, called a Panama shift. So in that time, you'll get everybody.
Okay.
You know, when you're not on shift, you'll come on one of those days you're off. And yeah, it's not an all-day thing. It just depends on what it is, really. And then the admin people will come because they work Monday through Friday, you know, 8 to 5 or whatever it is. And then they'll come filter through as they come through. Jail staff that are armed will come through, that kind of jazz. So.
Yeah, I've been asking a lot of the security guards, because with my job, I go to a lot of places where they have armed security. And I've been asking a lot of them, like, hey, like, when was the last time you went shooting? And some of them have not shot in, like, years. And I always
Sounds
tell
like
them, I'm
bailiffs.
like, huh?
Like the bailiff.
Yeah.
Bailiff's the same way.
But I tell them, I'm like, you know, you're carrying that. What about if you have to use it one day?
Yeah.
You know? Like, you don't want to know that you could be as proficient as possible with it, and
It's
they don't
like
care.
a diminishable skill, man.
Yeah,
You gotta stay up on it.
yeah.
Yeah, you're not
That
gonna
low left creeps right back up on you.
you're not gonna magically perform to the level. You're gonna perform at the level that the lowest level that you're proficient at. You're not gonna rise to the occasion.
Never mind. Now you got adrenaline. You know what I mean?
Lives on the line.
Lives on the line. Your life on the line. Because if you're drawing your weapon, there's probably a weapon being pointed at you.
Or you pop the wrong person.
I mean that's
Yeah. Yeah, there's a whole case about that called Popo versus Margate that dictates law enforcement training of qualification is not training, and it also outlines what type of training must occur to be considered invalid or whatever. There was a rape suspect that was in Margate, New Jersey. Rape suspect that was fleeing police, and Mr. Popo heard the commotion, kind of opened his door and looked out to see what was going on, and the police shot him, killed him. Family sued, and won, obviously. And it had only qualified, so that's when they mandated that qualification was not training. And they said that also you must have, like shoot, don't shoot targets. You must, have nighttime shooting. You must have moving. And all these different parameters associated with the training side of it. So,
is that just in Mississippi or is that
no? That's nationwide.
Nationwide. Okay. Well, because I saw this one video. It was two women cops, and I guess they were like going to this apartment complex, trying to find somebody that they were looking for, and they unloaded like 4 magazines. And when you're seeing these chicks shooting, it's like, one, obviously they're scared, but two, like they're just dumping, and they're not even like shooting where they're aiming. They're hitting the floor. When they're like reloading their magazines, they look worse than I do, and they're still shooting at the floor. And it's, what is that, 17 rounds in each magazine? You know what I mean? And the person that they were shooting at was fine, but the people that lived underneath of them, I think one of them was like grazed by a bullet or something like that, and because it went through, and it's, I mean, I don't know.
You remember the Secret
the
Service
hit
agent
percentage
who
is
couldn't
bad.
figure out whether or not to holster or draw the weapon?
Yeah. She's like taser, bam.
Yeah.
Then you had the one that went in the wrong apartment and shot the person. I think it was
Yeah.
like apartment or something like that.
Well, that was her boyfriend or something like that. And she had found out he was cheating on her, so she went to his apartment.
Pregnant?
I don't know if she was pregnant or not. But she
Yeah.
found out that her boyfriend was cheating, so she went over there and shot him, and then made up this whole story. But there was a camera like right outside his door.
I, I was watching
There's a whole bunch of different
yeah,
little examples of
yeah. You I was watching
training
you.
needs.
Training.
I was watching YouTube the other day, and there was this lady, and she was off duty, right? And her sister's boyfriend or husband, they got in a fight, and he took her phone. So she pulled up on him in her car and pulled her gun out and said, "Give me my sister's phone." And they
Jeez.
said after that they put her on death work. Like instead of just saying, "Give me her phone," she pulled out a gun. Was like, "Give me her phone, give me her." I'm like, damn. The man like,
Jeez.
Did he give it
Like-
to her?
yeah, he did. He probably
Man,
thought he was
work.
about to get shot.
It worked. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't fault him for that. You know?
Right.
But hey,
was
I
listening to
gotta
the one.
I gotta get off.
All right, man.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Buenos
All right,
noches.
good night, man.
Good to see you, brother.
I'll catch y'all later.
Later, man.
Take care. God bless.
That there was a shooting in what was it, in Town, Maryland, which is
Yeah.
like right up the street from my house, and
Dude,
it started as a road rage incident, and the dude's wife pulled up, drew her weapon. By the way, this is the crazy part: is she had her kid in the car, right? She had her kid in the car, pulled up to her husband getting his ass whooped by these two dudes, drew her gun, and said, "Stop! I'm gonna shoot you" or something like that. And the dude turned around, and I guess she was very close to him. The dude turned around and basically wrestled the gun out of her hand, pistol whooped her, knocked her out, and then shot her husband.
Damn.
And the kid is like, there's a kid in the car. Like, that's crazy. Like, I understand your husband's getting his ass whooped, but like, you have your child in the back.
Yeah, you don't get close enough so you can take the gun from him.
Right.
I mean, yeah, that too.
Or did I just think about that wrong?
dude, I remember that because that was like
I mean,
talked about.
that's a ride or die right there, woman. I'm sorry.
I mean, yeah.
You just, but the thing is, you don't get that close.
Yeah.
No.
You pull up in the car, like, roll the window down. Hey. Yeah. You better leave him alone. You're going to get the blicky.
Yeah, because very easily your own weapon can be used against you, man.
Yep.
Man, that's what I tell people. People want to sit here and they want to conceal carry, right? And I'm all for it. I carry everywhere I go.
Mm-hmm.
Every day. I don't leave home without it. I don't get out the car without it because leaving a gun in your car is about the stupidest damn thing you can do.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I can't tell you how many people I know that have had guns taken out of the cars. But when you're in contact range, you go pull a gun out,
Mm-hmm.
you're apt to get it used on yourself.
Right. Because some people don't care about you pulling the gun on 'em. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're gonna whip your ass and take it.
Right.
So kind of gotta always be ready to go hands on with somebody, and whether you're law enforcement or whether you're just you're you're in your civilian capacity, you're just everyday civilian. It's like we gotta think about these things. But I tell my wife, I tell my daughter, son, the biggest thing is get your face out of your phone, get the AirPods out of your ears, open your eyes, and move your head around and look.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Don't just glance, look.
Mm-hmm.
What looks out of place?
Mm-hmm.
Is there somebody sitting in a car with the lights off watching you? I want to take note of that.
Right.
I want to have your keys out and ready. Everybody's got key fobs and shit nowadays. You can have that son of a bitch unlocked before you get there.
Mm-hmm.
Pay attention to your vehicle. Is there somebody around it? Is there somebody near it? You know, are they within 20, 30 feet of it? Can they get to it before you?
Mm-hmm.
You know, awareness. That's
Yeah.
the biggest thing.
Situational awareness, yeah.
That's it. You
You
know,
in your head. You know what I
one,
mean? You can avoid situations just by using common sense and being aware.
mm-hmm.
Have you seen the one thing that the criminals were doing? They would put like a note either on the front windshield, like underneath the wiper, or on the back, so that like when you would get out, like you would some people would get in their car, start driving, but then they would hop out to see the note, and somebody would just run up and steal the car, like jump in, or like the note would be laced with like something, and they would, and they would just jack their
Pass
car.
out.
But I think we watched
I
this
kept
one
looking
video.
for one in my car, never got that lucky.
Have you seen the video where the
That's my
guy,
truck so shitty, nobody don't want it.
a whole group of people, a whole gang of people show up at the gas station? They're about to steal this dude's car, and he's filling up gas, and he just takes the pump out and then starts
starts
spraying them all with
spraying.
Yes,
gasoline.
yes. I'm like, that dude's my hero right there. I like him.
That's quick thinking, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's hella scary. Like you will die on fire. Oh my god.
Painful. Painful. I tell my wife, other people, same thing. You know, it's like you're going somewhere, right? Don't get gas when it's dark.
Mm-hmm.
Don't stop in a big city to get gas if you have to get gas when it's dark.
Mm-hmm.
When you're getting gas when it's dark, don't sit there and pump your gas. You look at it like this.
Right.
Put it in, do this, turn around when you're back to the vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Look around.
That's how I do it.
Yeah.
I'm always looking, making sure nobody's coming up behind or whatever. When I was going to school at Alabama, I was doing the distance program, and a couple of classes were like a hybrid type class. And a buddy of mine, we were both in the Army together, and we were doing the same type of program. So we went. I lived in Tupelo. We went from Tupelo to Tuscaloosa for a weekend portion of the class, and he had to get gas, and it was dark, but I mean, it is what it is. There's two of us, but again, always armed. So he gets out to get gas, and I get out with him. He's like, "Why are you getting out?" I said, "I'm gonna watch your back while you get gas." Lo and behold, old Methalina starts sashaying up, behind us. And I tell her to stop, and she's like all twitching. You guys want to party? You go get some beer and get in the truck, and there's like 4 dudes in the truck, and her. It's like, well, 1, no, 2, hell no. I like my kidneys.
Right.
Like
Go
my
away.
kidneys.
Yeah, and you'll tell somebody no or go away, and you'd be surprised how, I guess, offended they'll get with it. It's like, I don't care. I'll offend you.
Mm-hmm.
And the ones that really get it, like, we were in New Orleans, with some other friends of ours, a few weeks back, and people that are, I don't know if they're just professional beggars or vagrants or what it is, but they are aggressive, and like my wife doesn't really know how to deal with that, and my buddy and his wife, they don't really know how to deal with that. I guess I'm just an asshole because I just tell them, and then they want to start something. It's kind of like a dog, you stomp at it and do that, and it'll go away. You hate to kind of be like that, but or use that analogy, but it's the same thing. It's just watching what's going on and being aware, especially somewhere like New Orleans, because there's so many little side streets, and and I grew up on the coast, so when I was a kid, I was always in New Orleans. Like, hey, let's go here. All right, it's this way, and we just take off and go eat it. I think we ate at August one night, and went to some prime rib place one night and just, all around and everything. But, things like that, man, it's just, I tell people, be aware. Watch where you're going, know where you are. Keep your eyes open, look around. I mean, that's your number one defense.
Don't be
It's
drunk.
better to see it coming.
And see, I don't drink either.
Yeah.
Me neither.
I don't drink. Now, my wife will drink a little. I mean, it don't take much for her, but so my buddy's wife, she'll drink. He don't really drink. He'll smoke things, but whatever.
Things.
Not my prerogative. But so I mean, I don't mind watching out for people. Doesn't bother me. Kind of do it.
Yeah, one of the reasons why I stopped drinking was if someone broke into my house and I'm doo-doo faced drunk, and now I have to use my weapon to defend my family. How am I going to do that?
It'd be fun.
I don't know about fun.
Hold my beer and watch this. That
Freeze.
It just
There's
reminded
4 of
me.
y'all, and my life is in danger. What? It's only
I got
one.
a 17-round extendo clip for all the you said that about breaking into the house. I think it was Wednesday. I don't know, Marco Polo app. Y'all heard of that? Yeah, it's some of that new shit. But anyway, so our friends that we know, they live up in Tennessee, and she had sent my wife a little, I guess, some little video. You send little videos or whatever to each other. Stupid shit is, but anyway. So so her husband's an engineer, owns his own engineering firm, and he was gone. I think he's probably in North Mississippi because they're doing something up there. It was probably 2 o'clock in the morning, and they have a keypad lock on their door, and kind of like I do. And she had woke up and she heard the beeping of the keypad and then the shaking of the handle. And it wasn't her husband because he wasn't supposed to be there. And she could see a shadow through the glass, And she's like, I just froze, didn't know what to do. I said, that's what happens, And she called me and we talked for a little bit, I said, look, I don't want to be an ass or anything. I said, but it's fight or flight, and you revert to your lowest level of proficiency and training. You've never done anything like that, or had to, you ever thought about it, you've never done a reaction or anything like that, so you just kind of laid in the bed and froze. She said, well, I had a shotgun. Would you have been able to get a hold of it and get it up and get it trained on the door for somebody to come in? She's like, I don't know. I said, I don't either. I said, maybe it's something that you and I have to think about and talk about and possibly work on. I said, because they live kind of like in the middle of nowhere in Tennessee, in the mountains. So whoever was there deliberately.
Yeah.
So I sent her some links. Those like under the door handle like bars that brace against the floor. They work pretty well. And then I sent her a link on some. They make this ballistic film that goes on glass that they'll use for active shooters in schools and whatnot. And it's not super expensive. Well, she ordered all of it. So she's gonna put that film on her sliding glass door in the back and in her front door, and she got a couple of those little brace things, and it's like I hate that kind of stuff. It's like that's people we care about,
Yeah. We just got a new door. Apparently now they make doors where you could add 2 more deadbolts on it. So now my door has 3. So that's nice. They
Oh,
said
yeah.
it's 9 times harder to kick down.
Yep.
So
Yeah, anything more than just that one single point.
yeah.
And they make like hardening. They'll make like a part that goes over the hinges, just the whole backside of the hinges, and then they'll make a plate for the whole front jam. You know where the jam is, where the lock goes. And one thing that people don't even think about or do is replacing the screws in the strike plate. Because it'll have screws that are about that long in it. Take those out and put 3-inch wood screws into it that go all the way into the 2x4. That alone, you know, is way better than what it comes with. I always do that. That's a big help. But yeah, it's just little things like that, and then, like ring doorbells. Yeah, they're cool to see, like the mailman or who walks by your front, but you know,
They're not gonna stop nobody that want to come in.
well,
Yeah.
a bad dude sees it, they're gonna do this, you know, and knock it off of the wall. If you're gonna put a camera up, put it up a little more covert, and put your one inside the house. You know, to try to get the main area, main avenue of approach is what I would do. You know, it's funny. We live on a cul-de-sac, and I think we kind of have the reputation in our neighborhood. You really don't want to mess around down here. One night we had a kid and his girlfriend ran from the highway patrol in the sheriff's office, and they picked my house to knock on the door. It didn't end well for him. I answered the door with a gun. If like my neighbor across the street, you know, she's a cop, and so now she's teaching at the high school in the like the career program, whatever it is, and there's kids that want to like be law enforcement or public safety or whatever it is. But she's also part of the school resource officers. Like, if I don't know she's coming over, when I answer the door, I have a gun in my hand. She's just gotten used to it now. But if I don't know you're coming over, my friends will be like, damn, like, I didn't know you was coming over.
Times have changed, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, because how many times do you see people that knock on the door and just barge in? You know, and rob, rape, kill, whatever. It's like, well, you know, not here. It's going to be a fight. It goes back to that awareness and being prepared.
Yeah, the one good thing about the Ring doorbell camera is at least you could talk to the person that's on the other side. That's the one function that I have found. Not many people come to my house. You know what I mean? But because I live out in the boonies. But when someone is there and they're like, you know, knocking on the door or ringing on the doorbell, I could at least talk to them and just tell them like, hey, you know, we're not interested or we're not home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the only good thing. Those things are trash, by the way. Like I got the.
Tell them you're not home.
Well, I mean, you know, they usually figure it out pretty easily.
Yeah.
Man, I saw one. I can't remember if it was California or Las Vegas, something like that. Woman was inside, and dude rang the doorbell, and he's like, "I want to talk. I want to see the lady inside. I want to see the lady inside." And he said something like, "I'm gonna kill her and rape her." And and he told her after she had answered and said, you know, hey, what do you want? That kind of jazz. And she called the police, and the police came and picked him up and said, this dude, he had some prior convictions and shit too. I was like, so to my wife, I was like, don't open that door unless you know who it is.
Oh no.
I was like, I mean, I get it. We're in South Mississippi, or I don't call it. People say it's South Mississippi. This ain't South Mississippi. South Mississippi is a coast to me, but whatever. We're in South-ish Mississippi. Still, you know, hey, you know, just be wary.
Yeah.
Gotta be ready for anything.
Yep. Better be safe than sorry. 'Cause
Yeah, I've told my wife because she orders a lot of stuff from Amazon. I've told her, I was like, if they ever knock on the door, do not answer the door. Just there's no reason why they should be knocking on your door. You know what I mean? Even if you order a flat screen TV from Amazon, they are gonna they deliver it, take a picture, and dip. They're you know what I mean? That's it.
yeah, it's broken.
Yeah, it's broken. Might be broken. Because like a bunch of those, a bunch of the illegals, they were getting hold of Amazon uniforms, and they were, they would knock on the door, and like older people were opening the door, because everyone's got Amazon. You know what I mean? They thought they were getting a package, and they would just barge in.
My mom, gotta love her. 86. She's like, can you order me something off of that Amazon? Mom, what do you need? I want one of them air fryers. How do they work? Like, I don't know. I mean, it gets hot and it cooks your shit for you, So I'm thinking. I look over, she has a convection oven from the 80s. A Farberware convection oven. That old thick ass wood grain box, right? With glass door in front. Dude, I shit you not. But let me tell you something. That motherfucker make a hell of a pecan pie now.
And it still works.
Yes, it does. I look over at it, I was like, it's that, but it's small. I said, that's all it really is. I said, that's all an air fryer is a convection oven. It just cooks with hot air.
Well, it has a fan in it to move the air around. Yeah. That's the only difference.
That's all convection oven is, too.
Yeah.
I said, that's all it is. I think I want me one of them. Okay, Mom. I mean, so years ago, she said, she put me on her, I'm on her accounts and everything, because of her age. And like she went in the hospital back, first part of the year, and I had to do all her bills for her and everything, which thankfully I was on there. So I have her credit card, and she's like, just order it, put it on my credit card. Okay, Mom. So I get on and I order her damn air fryer and have it sent to her house. I said, well, let me get her some of these liners, I said, keep it from having to clean it up. So it got to her, and I was somewhere when it came in. It was probably a week after I got home. I was like, oh, hey, did that air fryer make it, Yeah, oh, I like that thing. I said, well, did the liners make it? Yeah, great. I'll take it, I'll use it, then I'll turn it over, and I'll use it again, and then I'll take it and I'll rinse it off. I'm like, oh, shit. But, Mom, you can throw it away. No.
Nothing's disposable.
Born in 1938.
Yeah.
Grew up, dirt poor, right after the Great Depression. Through World War II.
She'd been through some stuff.
Man, look, I couldn't imagine.
Me either, man.
Well, I'll sit here and I'll make fun of my kids. Like, y'all some bitches would not have made it through the 80s. Lawn darts with no warning. Having to drink, you know what I'm talking about. Having to drink from a water hose outside in the summertime. Get out the house.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm water hose. But I'm hungry. There'll be a bologna sandwich on the porch for you.
Come back when the street lights are on.
That's it. And don't be your ass late.
Right.
That was the 80s, man. You better entertain your damn self.
No YouTube,
Nowadays,
no
I'm
phone.
telling you.
Nothing, dude. It was all imagination and bad decisions.
Yes. Well, and the thing was, that's how you learn. That's how you figure shit out.
Yeah.
You let some shit pop off. and they go and they hit that switch where it shuts off satellites and this communication stuff. These kids nowadays are gonna melt. They ain't gonna know what to do. They don't have the adults will too.
Well, in Virginia, there was it snowed a lot a couple years ago, and people were just like stuck on the road. And
I remember that shit. Yeah.
there was a gas station like 5 miles up the road, where people could have. First of all, why didn't you eat the snow? You know what I mean? Like people starved to death. I'm like, how did people starve? Like, how? What? And people died from dehydration. I'm like, there's snow on the ground, dude. Just pick up the snow and put it in your mouth. It'll melt.
I mean, so no, that's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
Like no survival instinct at all.
Nothing, dude. They just sat there.
That's the gene pool. So Ben Franklin, right, said the tree of liberty from time to time must be watered by the blood of patriots. Right? The gene pool, from time to time, must be cleaned out.
Natural selection.
Hey, I'm all about getting rid of
Buy some snow.
whatever it takes, right? Whatever it takes. It takes, like, hey, don't run this generator inside your house, right?
Or kerosene heater.
Don't fry this frozen turkey in your garage.
Right.
I was talking with Braden the other day about things, about college and adulting, and I told him, I said, look, yeah, you're gonna learn shit in college. I was like, first couple years is like a general type of knowledge and education that they want you to have, like whatever, right? I said, you'll graduate with your degree in finance, and you'll apply for your first job, and you'll go there, and you ain't gonna know shit. They're not hiring you because you know everything. They're hiring you because of the potential they see in you, right? He's like, huh? I said, no, you don't know nothing. I said, you think I know shit? I was like, look, every time that I got promoted in the Army to do something, it was promoted on potential. And what I had done and the potential I'm showing for the next rank and the next position. I said it's no different anywhere really. What can you bring? What do you bring to the team? What do you have? How can you make it better? What can you enrich with? I said, I've been doing the job I'm doing now for 5 years. I said, and there's times when I really don't know what the next thing is or how to do this certain thing. I said, but I've been around long enough to figure it out. I know what to do. I may not know what it is, but I know how to get there. I said, and that's kind of what life kind of develops for you, a roadmap. Each one may be unique. You may have a different exit for certain things. I said, but you'll learn that there's not one size fits all, and an 80% solution acted on is better than a 100% plan never started.
Yeah.
So figure something out and get going, and then do it.
Improvise,
versus
modify.
just sitting around thinking about it and talking about it and saying I'm gonna. Get off your ass, make movement, start
Take
doing
action.
it. Yep, get some action
Good.
going.
That's good.
And he was like, Then he went back to sleep. So. I've got to sleep in this damn family. Lazy bastards. All of them.
Well, that's a good way to end this with that great motivational speech at the end.
hey, I try.
Yeah. Well, Billy,
Well,
it was a
listen.
pleasure talking to you
Yes.
again.
Yeah, man, it's always fun to talk to y'all.
Mm-hmm. You're a
Uh,
wealth of knowledge
yeah.
Now, I don't know about that, but you know,
and
hey,
wisdom. You was saying something. You was kicking some knowledge.
Cracking jokes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
yeah, I got dad jokes that you know they don't like, but hey,
That's the best part about them.
it is. You know, I told Brady, I was like, hey, you know, when are you doing your when are they gonna like paint your nuts purple and spank you and you know, dunk ink on your head or whatever it is they do in the fraternity, right? To make
Yeah.
you know, yeah, you're a sick up, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's Thursday, and then we fly Friday to Massachusetts, you know, for the Castro class. I was like, oh, so your mom and I can come and everything? And he's kind of like, I was like, oh, you don't want us to come? He's like, okay, okay. So I haven't figured out
Back
if we
to the
want to go
frat
embarrass
house.
him yet or not. So
It's your job to go embarrass a man.
Wait,
yeah, I'm right.
is it like just to go see him, or is there like a ceremony or something, or?
Yeah, I think they do something like
Mm.
I think what they do is he told me they put him in like uh, blue jeans and a t-shirt, and then they like cut the jeans off like uh, nut huggers or whatever, and then they like cut the shirt off like crop top, and then
It's like their ritual.
yeah, so
Damn, that sounds
they
like
outlawed
everybody
hazing.
nowadays.
The fraternity outlawed hazing,
Mm.
Mm.
uh, as most of them have. Some of them have, but they haven't. Maybe I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. But his has outlawed it, and they've outlawed. Um, I think even in the house, they can't.
But
You can't have alcohol in the house. So, and his his faith won't really. He doesn't drink. He won't. He won't. He says he won't drink. He doesn't really, you know, have any desire to. So
Mm-hmm. That's
we'll
smart.
see.
we'll see.
I mean, he's he's pretty. He's a good kid. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had any problems with him. Pretty good head on his shoulders, but still makes 18-year-old decisions here and there. But you know, that's to be
Yeah.
expected. I don't mind.
Everybody make mistakes.
Yeah, hell, I do. 46, I still do dumb shit. You know. But yeah, so Thursday, I think there's supposed to be something. So I'm trying to convince his mom to go.
Yeah, y'all
Uh,
should.
well, yeah, I was like wear a dress or something. Like 'cause my wife's kind of hot, and there's a whole bunch of frat boys, and they'll rag Braden with it,
Mhm.
and then he'll kill both of us. But I don't care, you know, whatever.
Mhm.
But
Like I said, it's your job to embarrass them.
yeah,
Yeah, man.
absolutely. You know, I'm trying to figure out what to do. Uh,
Mhm.
Try to embarrass him even more. I might go wear my American flag short alls that I wore 4th of July match at 4th of July. I don't know if y'all saw that one or not on Instagram.
There
Yeah,
you go.
I shot the match in some American flag overalls with a sequin bow tie.
There you go.
Yeah,
Sequins bow
it was
tie.
pretty righteous. It was
Mhm.
pretty good.
Mhm.
But yeah, so he's doing that, and then we're going to Castro, and we're gonna finish out the year with like 4 majors, and then another one in December, so 5 total.
Oh, that's exciting. Well,
Yep.
let's get you on here sometime towards the maybe the
Yeah.
end of autumn or something after you get a couple more of those matches under you.
Yeah, man, I will. Yeah, I mentioned the election. It'll be done the 3rd of October. So
Yep.
should get some results shortly
Guys,
after
go
that.
vote. Area 6. Go
Mhm.
vote
Yeah, we
for
get some
director.
results shortly after that, and come on, and we can either hoop and holler and celebrate, or be like, nah, well, oh well, maybe next time.
Yeah. You don't know
Yeah.
unless you try, man.
Hey, you know, I just could not. I couldn't not.
Yeah.
Something just inside told me this is my chance to give back. Something that's been really, really beneficial and given to me, especially my relationship with Brady. So,
Yeah.
like, you know, you don't get many times in your life where you can give back to something that's been so giving to you. And I was like, you know, let me see what I can do to help.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's where I'm coming from with it. So, all that being said, we'll let y'all go to bed because it's late where y'all are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. All right, everybody.
But hey, man, that was very inspirational. Thank you, Billy.
Yes.
Guys, we appreciate you taking the time to watch us. Check us out on Spotify, Apple, iHeart, Apple, Amazon,
And leave
And
a comment.
Instagram.
and Instagram, and Rumble, and Kick, and all the good stuff. Anything else, gentlemen?
That's it, man.
No, that was it. Don't forget to vote for Billy Herrington, District 6
Yes.
Director. And thank you again for coming on. God
Thanks for
bless
having me.
you. We're gonna keep you. I'll keep you in prayer. I
too.
really hope you
Yeah.
get the position, man. I think you're perfectly suited for that job. So, keep us up to date. Thanks again.
That's no one.
Thank you.
We'll see you guys in a week. God bless.
Bless.